You just have to find a way to fall in love with studying. Be that going to the library with a bunch of your friends, sitting alone with a cup of coffee. You're going to be doing it for a really long time. So
focus on what you love. Don't think about those same typical life experiences that you think is going to get you into med school. But if you do what you love and you actually talk about that in your med school interviews, that's what's going to make you stand out.
All right, so today is Tuesday, and I'm working with an Emerge resident. We're on the neurology consult team. It's been pretty chill. We just got paged, so I'm waiting for the resident to find out what that page is for, and then we'll consult. He should be here soon. I've seen a couple of my patients, the patients I'm following. So I've seen 3 patients so far and had a pretty decent experience with Parkinson's just from yesterday and today. So it's been very helpful as a family doctor. I'll be need to see patients' Parkinson's, assess them, and then treat them. I have one more patient to see at the Heart Institute. I have to walk a little bit further to get there. Should be pretty straightforward. I'm just gonna quickly type up some notes so I don't forget anything from my physical exams. Everybody's improving, fortunately, not too complicated. And then I might have to do a new consult soon. Neurology has been pretty steady. It's fun here and there. It's challenging for sure, being able to localize lesions and really understand what's going on. It's not something I would personally do long term, not my vibe, I guess. Very, very intellectual. Most of medicine is, I guess. But yeah, it's very helpful for me to learn how to treat strokes and do neurological assessments. That's the primary reason why I chose it. And then next week I start emergency medicine. All right, so I just got the handover. Have the patient name, going to the Emerge to consult or to see this patient. And what the emergency team wants us to do is basically differentiate between the person having some form of a clot, like atherosclerotic plaque, creating these symptoms because there's some stenosis on the brain imaging, versus a vasculitis. So I don't really know too much what to do, but I did look up a patient that we assessed for vasculitis. So I'm going to do a full neurological exam, take a history, and then talk to our attending, and you'll have a better idea, and hopefully everything goes well. Today we got swamped with consults and so many patients to see. A lot of learning opportunities, amazing. I learned so much from the attending, but it's like nothing I could film because we just had patients and notes and they had a round on them. And the neuroconsult team was just me and the Emerge resident plus the attending, and each of us did, well, the resident and I did about 2 or 3 consults each. I did 2. I think he did more, probably 3, maybe 4 today. And so I finished my day late. It's around 6 p.m. Usually I finish my days before 5 p.m. and right now it must be like 6 p.m. That's when I'm leaving. So it's been an extremely long day. I'm gonna go home, rest, and I have no idea what I'm gonna do because I don't have energy to do anything, but I have to start looking into the CARMS application stuff, look through my emails, make sure everything's right, and look at what my rotations or who my preceptors are for next week for Emerge.
This is like, I'm just a supporting character.
Hey, so today has been pretty calm. We have a full team, senior resident, Emerge resident, myself, and the attending. We haven't had too many consults. I actually just saw a consult for a patient with a history of TIAs, had a similar episode, and I just had to rule out a stroke, so I was able to go through the NIH assessment. And we have this little booklet here just to pick up on stroke. It's a stroke scale and be able to grade it, so we have a better kind of prognosis or idea where they're at compared to baseline. This is pretty straightforward. I felt comfortable with this one, went over it with the resident. So it's really nice to be able to know how to assess for a stroke, do a neurological exam. So it's been pretty chill. Now I'm gonna play some music here on my iPad and type up the rest of the note. Compared to yesterday, like yesterday I wasn't able to do anything because it's just the Emerge resident, myself, and we got consults after consults, and it was just non-stop. So it's nice that today we got a little bit of a breather. So for neurology, it has been quite enjoyable. First couple of days, very challenging, but as I get the hang of it, I feel more comfortable, and I would say my neurology exam compared to before these last couple weeks has improved significantly, and at least my knowledge of what certain tests are looking for. So been really appreciative. I encourage anybody who's in med school to try to get that neurology rotation because neurologists really do things in a particular way. They finesse everything, and you can learn a lot of clinical pearls from that. So I'm gonna do some notes and then be close to the end of the day. It's about 3:15. If a consult comes in, it'll be the residents that'll do it, and not me. And then yeah, the end of the day. Let's go. Alright guys, I'm here with Sam and Ryu. Sam's a Emerge resident and Ryu's a Neurology resident. They have agreed to give some advice and share some of their experience or why they chose their specialty. So I'm just going to give them the phone and let them talk to you directly.
Hey gang, I'm Sam. I'm one of the second-year Emerge residents here at the Ottawa Hospital. The main reason I picked emergency medicine is, you get to meet somebody a little different every time. It's like a nice, short-lived, intimate relationship, and I feel like that's the best way to get to know people in a healthcare setting. And you get to make really cool diagnoses every day. Tips for med students, guys. Just find the thing that works best for you. It's going to look a little different for everybody. I'm not the kind of guy that can study 2 hours a day. I'll have like a big day on and a big day off. For premeds, it's even a little more simple than that. You just have to find a way to fall in love with studying. Be that going to a library with a bunch of your friends, sitting alone with a cup of coffee. You're going to be doing it for a really long time, so you got to find something that makes you happy.
What's up, guys? So I'm Ryu. I'm one of the second-year neurology residents here. Why I chose neurology? Honestly, I think that it's just the most creative specialty. It's like one of those things where back in the day, doctors didn't have the same access to lab tests and numbers and things like that, and you really just have to see the patient, do your exam, and then based on that, you can really build that therapeutic relationship with them, and you can also figure out what's wrong with them. Neurology is one of the few specialties where that's still like the key backbone of how you actually diagnose someone. And now, because we're learning so much more about the brain and the forefront of research is expanding at breakneck speed, we're able to just actually treat some of the most devastating diagnoses that we could never do like 10 years ago. So there's incredible things going on in neurology. It's a beautiful field. My tip for med students is med school is hard, okay? But it's also really fun. Like you're able to see things that most people don't have the opportunity to see, and you're able to build connections that are so like deep and emotional, and you help people. And I think that it's really underrated to actually take time for yourself in medicine. We're often gunning all the time, but if you actually take time for yourself, take a breather and have some sort of self-care routine that you actually stick to, it's going to be so important in just maintaining your mental health through all of that, just heaviness of things that you see, no matter how interesting, how fun they're going to be otherwise. In terms of my tips for premeds, do something that you love when you're in university. Doesn't have to be related to biomedical sciences. It can, if you love theater, do theater. If you like music, be in an orchestra, focus on what you love. Don't think about those same typical experiences that you think is going to get you into med school. But if you do what you love and you actually talk about that in your med school interviews, that's what's going to make you stand out, because you're going to be able to sell yourself as part of something that can bring something unique to the table, because that's something that's gonna be able to bring you into med school, and you'll be part of this really diverse cohort with a bunch of different experiences all around you. So that's probably my biggest tip for premeds. Good luck, guys.
All right, guys, well, there you have it. You got one-on-one advice from 2 residents. If you have any questions about emergency or neurology, drop them in the comments. I will send them to Sam and Ryu so they can answer it, and I'll do my best to answer as well. That's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Now Jess and I are off to go pick something up. It's gonna be secret, but you will find out in another video. Peace.